Well, hey guys, what is up? What's going on out there this afternoon? It is Brent Abel here at webtennis.com. Another episode of the Tennis Mindset Project. A little tough love now and then. And today, gonna be no different. I'm gonna tell you what I do, and I think that everyone should be doing, assuming that you want to become a better tennis player. I've always thought, and not until recently the last year and a half, how important the mental skills are for being a really truly competitive player where you no longer have I should say you no longer have a wide skill level range, right? Where if you're a 4.0 rated player, some days I know you can play up there bumping up around 4 or 5. And maybe it's not the whole match, but a few games here or a set even, you're playing up to that top of your skill level range. But we know there are other days, other sets, other matches, whatever, where you're playing down below that 4.0 level. And the reason that you're a 4.0, for example, is you're an average of your highs and lows in there. And so what we want to do is create a very narrow skill level range. That's one of the ways that we build confidence. And so if this is the top of your range, you're a 4.0, you're bumping up here around, 4.3, something like that. But on other days, you're down below the 3.7, 3.8. What we want to do first is we want to eliminate this bottom range, get you up there so that you're consistently playing at the top of your range. And that really builds a lot of confidence because you know that between points, you know that you can decide here's a tactical focus, how to start the next point, and you're confident that you can execute it. If your skill level range is too wide, you know what happens is you just don't believe it. There's a little voice goes, not sure. And then once you get into the point, if you're not sure, shot choice then becomes pretty shaky. Not only in terms of what shot you decide eventually that you want to play, but the execution of it is just not confident. So again, we want to get a really narrow skill level range, and the way you do that is through mindset skill training. And as I said a few days ago, if you don't get the kitchen right, that that I don't care how much work you do on the court, off the court, if you have a lousy kitchen, and for me, the kitchen's all about recovery. I mean, I'm playing a lot of tennis, I'm working out a lot in the gym, and so it's all about recovery. It's all about being able to recover from today's workout so that I can go out tomorrow and hit it hard again. And when I get sloppy with the recovery part, with the recovery process of my day, the next day I just feel logy and just sluggish, no energy. So yeah, and by the way, today is Sunday, Sunday, February 25th, and I put my fitness program together, which is comprised of two videos. Number one, I'm going to show you what I do on the court, and then it's really specific about what I do and the reason why I do it. Basically, is so I can train myself to visually track a moving tennis ball way better as I'm also on the move. That's really a skill, right? It's just not a natural thing. So it's a skill that I do on the court. Number two is what the second video is what I do off the court in my home gym. I've got a little corner in the garage, nothing big. It's pretty minimal, pretty Spartan, but I'm going to show you what I do in there that really helps me. It helps me. I think it's injury preventative, but it also creates some flexible strength. It's not about bulking, not about getting bigger, but it's about getting some flexible strength. And then I show you my stretching routine and all as well, which is really based on what I need to do to protect my lower back, which has been kind of my chronic thing over the years. For the last 18 months, what I'm doing in the gym, it's been taken care of. Some of the lower back issues are mental in terms of just bringing too much stress, which I was doing before, to matches. And the mindset training really took care of that big time. So look, I want to talk about disappear for an hour today and sweat. I'm going to get into that in just a second. Before we do, just a quick reminder of what I'm doing every morning at 8 a.m. Pacific time zone. Most of the time going live, sometimes like today. And by the way, today is a pre-recorded video. I've got a match today at noon Pacific time. I want to make sure that I don't have to cut it off at say 2 or 2:15. So this is a pre-record, but typically in the mornings 8 a.m. Pacific. What's the right shot? Which is based on Two premises. Number one, where do you want the ball to land over there? And then where do you want to move to next on the court? I cherry pick a point from either one of my matches or someone else's matches. And yeah, I play the point and pause it right before one of the players plays the shot and ask you the question, what do you think's the right shot? You get to see the whole court. And I think it's a great way to start to learn more about how do you play the game as opposed to just being a big hitter and just thinking that, well, if I just grind more on the technique on my topper forehand, then I'll win more. Yeah, it's not a bad thing to have a good topper forehand, but that's not the end goal. That's not the thing that actually teaches you how to play. So hopefully that's what we do and what's the right shot every morning. So look, let's talk about this right here. Disappear for an hour today and just sweat. And so one of the reasons I like the gym in my house is I get to be able to be by myself. I can be able to get a workout privately. I don't have to wait for someone. If I want to get on a machine in a public gym, I don't have to wait if there's some guy there on his phone, not doing anything, just sitting on the bench waiting for his next set. I get to be able to do this on my own. And then the other thing too is I like to go out in the courts, mid afternoon. There's nobody around, and be able to do what I want to do in the court, right? Take my phone, get the music cranked up as loud as it'll go, hit my serves, do my sprints, do whatever. But I just like to be able to get by. Disappear means I like to do this stuff on my own, and there's no one else around. It might be that you don't have a home gym. Okay, that's fine. But maybe there's really a slow time of the day during when you can get in the gym and really have the whole run of it to yourself, right? Maybe there's a time or there's a court at your tennis facility where you can, even if it's a busy time, where you can go way out on one of the back courts and no one else is around and you can do whatever you want to do. And look, cracking a sweat while you're doing this stuff, super important. I mean, it's really, cracking a sweat for me happens a couple times. Number one is, am I getting some cardio? All right. Well, the stationary bike for me is definitely cardio. I can crack a sweat on that. When I go out in the court and I do my sprints or my on-court drill stuff, a lot of that's anaerobic, but I'm still cracking a sweat during that, right? So that's where a lot of the good work gets done, is when you're on your own, you're disappearing, no one else is seeing you, and I just sort of feel some freedom there that there are no eyeballs on me, there's no one watching me. Not every time, obviously, when I go out, but a lot of the time. And so that's the message today. Just a simple message. You got to do some work on your own, right? You got to do some work where there's no one else around. You got to do some work on, maybe like here in the desert, I'll go out there and now it's 85, 90, 95 degrees. No one else is out there. No one else is that obsessed, right? No one else is maybe that little crazy, got that little crazy thing in your brain. But I know that when I do that work, God, the payoff is just ridiculous. It's unbelievable. So look, an hour a day, right? It doesn't have to be an hour a day. It could be 30 minutes, right? But get out there on your own and crack a sweat. So look, guys, the next thing is tonight, this is Sunday night, February 25th, 11:01 p.m. is, I've got this offer for my tennis-specific fitness program. I think I mentioned that at the very top. And that it's only $7. It's an introductory price. It's a new course. And it just shows you what I do. It's just what I do. This is not theoretical. This is just the stuff I do. Are there other things that we could do? Sure, right? And what I do maybe doesn't work for you. That's fine. You can kind of hybridize, customize your own thing. But part of this program is to get you started, right? Just get started today. And then it's a little bit of a, let's keep working, let's keep going. I think that's, is that the shirt that says, keep working? There you go. Yeah. And just get into a lifestyle. It really is lifestyle. It's just a habit of just doing it. And I think I'm going to put it, I will put it in the description area down below, which is, there'll be a link that will take you to where you can get that offer for just $7, where you can take advantage of the offer for just $7 until the end of today. We started this last Thursday, so it's been going on for a few days. But tonight, 11:01 p.m. is when I shut it down, and it goes to the full $97 price starting then. Guys, if you have any questions, let me know down below in the comments area, or if you want to shoot me an email, keep it private, that'd be cool. Brent at webtennis.com. And if you can't find that link to get to the fitness course, again, just shoot me that email and I'll get you set up. Brent at webtennis.com. Guys, hope this has been helpful today. Thanks for hanging out. And as always, this time we got to get out there. We got to help someone else have a spectacular day, guys. See you again next time.